Welcome back, guys. Mike here with Money, Marriage, and Media. And we have a goal of 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So let's go ahead and get that. Make sure when you subscribe that you turn the notifications on. Now, we are looking at the Lapeef Network. Today's topic is, are women that are playing hard to get passing over good men? Great question. Let's get into it. JR looking like Spike Lee in his freeze frame right here. What's up with that? Married people on the panel. Always want to point that out. Why? Because we need more married people making content. So whenever we come across that, I'm trying to highlight it, right? Trigger Mike, Bruiser, and Lady, I'm just going to call it Lady D. Okay. And then we have Anton Daniels, right? That's as far as I know. Other people might be married, not sure. But if I find out in the next video, we will definitely be highlighting them, right? Now, before I forget, what are we looking for here? High-level conversation. Why? Because the gender war is dumb, right? We need high-level conversation so we can stop going back and forth on these trivial issues and actually start getting to the root of these things so that we can, because, again, we need to move past this stuff so we can start building a community again. Let's go.
Because you got all this shit going on. You ain't trying to give me all the information I need so I can make the right judgment on whether I need to continue to try to pursue you. So now I got this wall down. Now I'm able to see whether or not I want to even continue talking to you. Okay. So I have to kind of some of these girls make you peel those layers back. They don't just, a lot of these girls are not just open and direct in the beginning. You gotta probe them. So once I'm able to get past that, now I'm like, okay, now I see why you was playing around with me. Because now you got this dude over here, you got a baby over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm good.
That's not, you talking about personal experience there, Bruce. You starting to open up to us now.
I don't know. I don't know, Bruiser, man. I tried to listen. But I can't be on that train, man. It's not smart. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not smart. It's extremely frustrating for men. All right. And a lot of the time when we're talking about this, I would believe we're talking in the context of mature men and women, not kids. Right. So it's frustrating because I'm a mature man and I value my time. Don't waste my time. Be very direct. And I think what we're more so alluding to is this fetishized experience that women want. Women like to be chased. So women with a fetish to be chased will do it. And men with a fetish to chase will do it. I don't have that fetish. I like assertive communication. If I'm assertive with you right back, if I'm assertive with you, letting you know my intentions, I want your assertion letting me know that you with it or not. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And let me give you an example of why this is hurting our communities specifically. I always say that most black men we already know want to be with black women. But the only reason some black men are with other races of women is because they were distracted. While a black man was on his way to his black queen, he was distracted by a woman who doesn't play hard to get at all. While he was waiting for that other one, this woman was like, I'm here. I'm ready to engage with you. I'm ready to talk. She's gleeful. She's showing him she's interested and stole that black man from that black woman. All right. So while women out here playing hard to get, and unfortunately, I do believe black women play hard to get way too much. Somebody told you, it was taught to you to play hard to get. Let him chase you, girl, like it's cute. But no, it's not smart at all. It's literally hurting women's chances all over the place. Not calling a dude back, not showing that you're interested is killing women's chances out here.
So let me ask.
Okay, there is we got to have the whole conversation there, because a lot of times what's going on here is that it's a lot of fear. Particularly because, again, one of the solutions that we need to start implementing in our community as far as rebuilding goes, we actually need to lower the marriage age. Like the average age of getting married is like around 30 now. I actually think that we should be trying to get married sooner. Why? Because that'll eliminate a lot of the baby mamas in our community. But again, it's like I've always said in previous videos, is that the problems in our community are connected. And so must be the solutions. So one of the reasons why marriage age gets pushed back so much is because there is a lot of fear involved around picking the wrong guy. Why? Because the vetting process is broken. Something else is broken in our community that needs to be fixed. So let's say that one of the untapped resources in our community is parents, mom and dad, right? Women, you should be looking to your father as the first line of defense against men who are not built for marriage, men who are not husbands, men who don't want to get married. Women waste a lot of time on men like that, and especially for ones if you're looking for marriage and he's not. How much time do you really want to spend with that guy? How much time do you want to waste on that guy, right? So what are we talking about here? How does this relate? Okay, well, again, if we improve the vetting process with as far as women vetting men, right, which means that you'll be able to get married sooner, which means that you don't have to be as concerned about trying to play hard to get because you're still trying to figure out if he's the right guy or not. You see how these things are connected? You see how reassuring fixing the process can actually benefit the community. But again, how do we get there? Well, we need more men to stand up in the community and be for marriage. Because a lot of these talking points I hear, you watch this, a lot of these panels and relationship stuff, particularly men's content, and they'll just straight up tell you, no, don't get married. It's not worth the risk. Okay, then how you expect? What if you got a daughter? What are you telling her? Well, yeah, you should get married. Okay, well, who's she supposed to marry if you're telling all the guys not to get married? Like these things, no, they're not congruent. Okay. Sometimes I think that, personal opinion, sometimes I think that a lot of these content creators that are involved in men's content, I think they're perpetuating the gender war in order to make more money. I mean, it's tough, but again, we still need each other. So I know Anton's about to say something, so I just want to get to that.
That's your question. I got a couple different questions, right? If you have a daughter, do you want her to be open and gleeful for the first guy that come up and show up and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm a black man and I want to talk to you"?
I want her to be respectful.
But we're not talking about respectful. We're talking about playing hard to get.
No, I want her to give the same demeanor and energy to everybody. I want her to give the same inviting tone, like, thank you for taking the time to come up to me and, let me know you're interested. But then at that point, she needs to let them know if she's interested in moving further or not. That's what I want my daughter to do.
But the problem with that is that she don't know what she don't know. So how can she effectively vet the guy without first allowing for maybe?
We just talked about this, right? She shouldn't be trying to vet the guy by herself.
Even you to even meet him, right? How is she able to determine that this is the guy that she's supposed to talk to without first playing hard to get in the guy's mind to determine whether or not that's the guy that she's even supposed to be with in the first place?
That's an excellent question. So this is why I don't want my daughter to date at all. I want my daughter to go through a true to life courtship. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even have an answer for your question because I prefer my daughter not date.
No, Trigger Mike, you can't not have an answer all of a sudden.
Well, you see what I'm saying, though? That particular question lives in the dating sphere. I don't want my daughter to date.
No, Trigger Mike. You said you talked about reciprocating energy and then all of that other type of stuff. And now
you see his look on my face? Because the man talking anti right now doesn't believe in dating. He believes in courting for marriage. Okay. Look. So I'm going to preface this by saying that I don't believe in dating either. Dating is dumb. Now, in a situation with my daughter, what my advice would be is, yeah, you can talk. I don't have a problem with her. I actually like Mike's answer. Trigger Mike, I like his answer because getting to know somebody, you don't need to go on dates to get to know somebody. You can get to know them over the phone and FaceTime. So as a guy, I didn't believe in taking women out that I haven't had several conversations with and I got to know. Just because I'm not going to waste my time on anybody that I don't know, because that's like I end up losing in that. I find out that you got all this stuff going on. Nah, I'm okay. I can't get that time back. I could have been at work making more money. So no, I'm not. That's how you get around that, though. Yeah, she can have inviting energy. It's kind of what we're talking about. She can have a pleasant attitude that says, okay, well, hey, let's exchange contact info and let's talk. And you find out, and that'll give you a chance to find out if this man is worth meeting your father. Yeah, you may end up going on one or two dates with him, but I would say you need to get to know him first, because then you're not wasting you're not wasting a man's time and his resources. Because again, once you start going on dates, all of a sudden now that man is trying to build up equity to have sex with you. See how this works? So, but again, if we're just talking on the phone, okay, well, anytime that man can feel like, okay, well, yeah, I'm just going. And besides, at that point, he's free to talk to as many women as he wants to. You're just trying to get to know him at that point.
Now, all of a sudden, you don't want your daughter. Wait a minute.
No, you see what I'm saying?
A guy approaching a woman and trying to consistently talk to her, similar to the example that Bruiser said, has nothing to do with dating. That has everything to do with him pursuing her. But if she rejects him, that in our mind is playing hard to get based off of the conversations that we've been having. And so on one hand, in the beginning.
Okay, clearly we missed something because we weren't privy to that part of the conversation. But again, the downside of being in it, having clips. But I still stand on what I said. You don't need to go on dates with somebody to get to know them. And at that point, if they're just meeting for the first time, if she thinks that there could be something there, i.e., if that man has attraction triggers for her, then yes, then they should get to know each other. They should exchange contact information, and they should start talking to each other. They should start getting to know each other. But I wouldn't consider it playing hard to get if you just turned off by the man. He need to go find somebody else. I don't consider that playing hard to get. I consider that being honest and upfront. And I have no problem with that.
You said, wait, that's childish. And guys, the only reason that Becky got her is because she was playing hard to get. I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong. I'm just saying that you speaking on both sides of the coin right now.
But you talking about the beginning of the conversation, like when you first meet somebody, how is that playing hard to get from one first impression? I don't get that.
It's not.
That's not me. Or are you talking?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm saying.
Yeah, say that again.
So if a man approaches a woman, the first conversation has to be a high, But how is that playing hard to get from the first conversation they had? If she rejects him the first time because she doesn't know him, so automatically, a woman's gonna be like,
You can't be posing a question to me because I haven't given my opinion. The only thing that I said was that it was inconsistent in the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
So the answer was inconsistent, and at one point, it's like, wait a minute, black women is.
I like Anton, but he's nitpicking here. I think it's like let's keep going.
Missing out because they're not making themselves readily available. And on the other end, when it came to his daughter, he's like, oh no.
Yeah, but I don't think that first interaction thing is what I'm constituting as dating. Right? So I would love the way I believe it to happen. I want my daughter to bring somebody to me that she knows well. I want a true courtship going on for her to say, I know this dude. We either have class together. We've been in school together. I've known him for years. I know his character. I would vouch for him in court. Let me bring him to my father because I want to begin dating him. Right? That's the vision I have. I know she can make her own decisions, but that's the vision I have for my daughter dating. Right? So I think what we're talking about is that more so if she's out, right? And if she's trying to do the thing where she's dating, let a dude know. So we always say things like, oh, a woman knows if she's going to get with a dude the first second she meet him. Well, if that's the case, then you should let a dude know if you're interested. You're going to take that inventory right in front of his face. Women out here giving fake numbers or, none of that is necessary. Just be straight up. I just want my daughter to be somebody who's more amicable. Like, thank you so much for your interest. I'm not, looking for that right now or something like that. That's what I would expect her to do.
Cool.
All right, let me go ahead and get Mommy 3 in here.
I think that was kind of obvious, and I haven't been privy to the whole conversation. I think that Anton. Okay, we're gonna keep moving because it's like, yeah,
it's playing hard to get wise or unwise.
I think it's unwise. I can see what Anton and Trigger Mike saying because a lot of relationship coaches and stuff like that, they've been telling women to have 3 men, to date 3 men and play hard to get. Don't ever text him. Let him text you first. And there are a lot of women missing out on a lot of good men because they're using these strategies. They're getting advice from 5 different relationship coaches thinking that they can find their husband that way. So I think it's unwise in that way. But when you do run across a woman who has a dad in their life, it becomes different.
It absolutely becomes different because now there's a standard in place that her father is going to uphold. So, yes, that's why it should be different. Again, that's why we need to rebuild the vetting process. Again, I said this before, is that oftentimes parents are untapped resources when it comes to the vetting process or mate selection. And I mean that both parents, right? We always talk about the dad, but an untapped resource for men is, you're not sure about this woman? Introduce her to your mom. Because again, your mom's not going to be blinded by the fact that how fine she is, how good her sex is. She's going to care about, okay, what kind of character do you have and how you going to be treating my son? Moms can see things that the sons can. It's just the way it works. Is anything 100%? No. But it will help eliminate a lot of options and help cut down on the fear that's involved, because we have more things in place to vet the right people. Now, can you go overboard with the vetting process? Absolutely, because that speaks a little bit to what we were talking about today about playing hard to get. If there are just too many hoops to jump through for the person to even get to know the real you, then yeah. But that's not I don't see that being an issue in our community right now. I mean, we're at the other end of the pendulum here. So, but look, high level conversations, that's what we're here for. And I think we got it here. Trigger Mike made some excellent points. Go subscribe to the Peef Network because they have a lot of conversations like that. Of course, if you subscribe to this channel, you know that we covered a lot of their topics, right? But until the next time. Yeah, I almost say goes to the next time. Peace. Almost screwed that up, but yeah. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. But do me another favor, like and subscribe, but also check out these here. Either subscribe or watch the videos, one or the other. I don't know which side, but hey, all right.